It's terrible. Hi, my name is Brian Hegney, Instructor of Communication at High Point University. Welcome to the fourth installment of working with UMG's user interface widget blueprints. So, the last time we made a trigger. Okay, we're gonna make a HUD widget. Okay, we've already made a start widget. And now we're going to make one for our heads-up display. So let's go ahead. One of the easier ways to do it, there's probably a better way that you'll figure out. But here's an easy way of doing it. I'm going back to our widgets. And I'm going to say add new, user interface, widget blueprint, and I'm going to call this Hegney HUD. Okay. There we go. And in this, what I want to do is I want to start accumulating, let's say, a key. I need a gold key to get into a gold gate, let's say. Something stupid like that, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the easiest thing possible. No, not the easiest thing possible. I'm just going to do something of relative ease. And I'm going to drag the image now. Last time we clicked a button. Well, I don't necessarily always want a button on my in my user interface because I want to just have the computer talk to me and tell me what's going on. Oh, I don't know, like a heads-up display of sorts. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to drag an image into the canvas panel. And that image, it looks exactly like the button, doesn't it? Here it is. You know, I never talked about what this thing does. Sorry about that. The last widget that we played with, I kind of left this little star thingy up here. So what that is, by the way, everyone's screens are different, right? So if you change the aspect ratio of your screen or of the window that you're working with, if I place this button over here, or this image over here, sorry, and maybe I have a second image in the canvas panel. I have two images and they're placed like this. Well, if you have a really skinny window, let's see, like this, well, do you want your button on the right to be off of the screen? No. Probably, well, maybe, but I don't. Let's say I don't. What do I do? How do I do this? Or let's say I want this, here's a better example. I want this to be in the exact middle of the screen. Okay, so if I change the ratio of my screen, my button's going to be like on the edge, because what this little thing is, this is almost like a root point. Where is this button relative to where this little thing is? So, I'm just going to move this around. If you drag this little thing, I can drag it to the center. It should snap. It'll snap to the center. And by doing that, now I will drag this to the center. And this will also snap to the center, I believe. And now, wherever the center of my window, my game window is, whatever the dimensions it happens to be, of course it doesn't now because it's not really what we're doing, the button will snap to the center because it's grounded at the center. That's where it's connected to. So if we're having a button on, let's say this isn't a button! Why am I keep saying button? I'm going to delete this other one. If we have an image that's going to show up, that's going to show us we've collected a key. I want it to be relative to the bottom left corner. I don't know. This is where I want my keys. Oh, you say the top left corner? Okay, fine. I'll do that. Fine. Okay, that's fine. Now, the image I want is going to be, I want that key. Texture. Do I want that? I think I can do that. And I'm actually just making it an image, that texture. and that's fine. Now, if I compile that and save it, I am gonna set up this widget. I'm gonna close it. And in Blueprint, open level blueprint. Now, I've already done a few things with this. This is something I was just having fun with. I'm gonna delete that. So I already said create Hackney start widget, add it to viewport, and I'm getting rid of this as well. So I've already done that here. So and that's why you saw the little caret on the bottom left. So I'm gonna say Hackney HUD. That's what I'm gonna do. And when I do that and add it to viewport, click save. And by the way, I didn't do this because I already have it. You probably won't have it. It's the same thing we did in the very first video. Event begin play, create Hackney, or create widget. Do you want me? Okay, fine. You want me to delete it and start over to show you. Okay. You'll do the event begin play. This possibly might be already somewhere in your level. If not, are you happy? If not, right click, say, it's very common, so just type in event begin play. There it is. Hit enter. We are going to type in create, drag a node from the little white arrow and say create widget. There it is. And I want to select Hackney HUD. There we go. And then from there we want to add to viewport. Right up there. And of course the return value is here. There we go. And I'm going to draw a line around it, or a marquee selection around it. Tap C to make a comment, and I'll say adding HUD widget. There. And now that's great. Compile, save, play. And there's our key. Okay. Problem is I don't want the key there. I want the key to pop up when I get this. Yeah, okay. But we will save that for another video. That's just setting the first HUD. Okay? So when we come back, what we're going to do is we are going to... You know what? No, I'm not ready to end yet. That's ridiculous. Let me go back to HUD. Because what I want to do is go to the graph. And when I do my event construct, or when it builds this thing for the first time, what we're going to do is I want to say hide button. I just want to hide that button. So my image one, no, yeah, that's a variable here. So I'm going to left click and drag that image out from my variables and say get. And what I'm going to do is draw a line off of that image one that was the key. And I'm going to say set visibility. So set visibility, hit enter. And I'm going to say hidden. And I'm going to drag a node, a line from the event construct to set visibility. Now all that means, again, is when I start, when it builds that viewport, or this widget, I'm sorry, in the viewport, it sets the visibility of that image to invisible. Oy, to hidden. Now, what we're going to do in the next video, let me just compile and save this just so you can see it. There we go, it's invisible. What we're going to do is we're going to say, hey, when I get this key, it's going to magically disappear and then pop up in my heads-up display, and I will have the key. That's what we're going to do in the next video. I hope you have fun, and I will see you soon. Bye.